Hello everybody, and welcome to my compensation plan video for Nerium. So what I want to do is just kind of go over it, and really the focus has to be on this Lexus. And what I like about that is that basically it gives somebody an immediate short-term goal to go for. And usually a car bonus is way long-term, but this is a very short-term bonus. And a lot of times people say, well, when you get in this business you have to have a why. Well, I believe most people wouldn't mind driving a Lexus. So that's a great why to get started with, and that's just to supplement all the other whys you have. So it's a very quick process. We're going to go through that. We're going to focus on the roadmap to Lexus, but as I go through the whole thing, I'm also going to be showing you some of the detail of the plan. And of course there's a whole plan brochure. The back of it there's a one-page summary. So I'm going to take some of these one-page summary things and show them where they show up in the plan and how you can achieve those even though as you're stepping through going to Lexus. So let's start then by looking at what do we have to do to get that Lexus. And it's laid out for you very clearly with a 1, 2, 3, 4 plan. So number one, we're going to talk about your customer acquisition. And this is not so totally necessary right away, but it's a great thing to do right away because you want to get your products free. Number two, in 30 days, what you want to do is get out there and get yourself qualified as a senior brand partner, and that is by getting your first 3 people involved in the business with you. Okay, the third step then is in the next 30 days or 60 days total is to go for the iPad, and the iPad is then helping each of your brand partners that you bring in help to go to their next level, which is senior brand partner, and that's for them to get their 3. Alright, and then the next step of course is heading over and heading for that Lexus in a 90-day period, and that's just to complete the cycle to help the next level get to their goals of becoming senior brand partners also. When you get that done, boom, you've won the Lexus. Now there's a lot of other little benefits and a lot of things that happen in the plan as all that proceeds, and that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to just go back through those steps and we're going to show you how things pop up by just going through the Lexus. All the parts of the plan will come together. So let's get started on the very first step here, which is the 3 you are free step. Okay, so let's just concentrate on that one. What that's saying is when you become involved in the business, you want to get your products for free. When you have 3 preferred customers, basically you don't have to pay for the product anymore. And that is that they'll send you your product for free. You don't even have to buy it. It just comes now because you've got 3 other people on auto order, and that's very important. Now, what the rule actually is that if you sign up 3 who have the same order as you do, then again you can get that order for free. And so what that means is that people can order either 1 or 2 products. Now when they sign up auto order, it's going to ask them if you want 1, it's $80 a bottle, down from $110. So that's a great savings. But if they want 2, and that again would be in a husband and wife situation probably, then it's only $75 a bottle. So that's an extra $10 savings. So that's great. So if you are getting 2, all you need to do is get 3 other people who are also getting 2, or have 6 other people on auto order and you'll get your 2 for free. So, but there's some other really great features about that. And if you look at this, you'll notice that purple represents the preferred customers. So not only do you get to get 3 to get your product free, all of your preferred customers also get to go out and talk to 3 other people about this, because they may have the goal of not doing the business, but they have the goal of getting their products for free. So they get 3 and their product is free. Now what happens though, you as the brand partner, you're the one that gets credit for all of those customers. So you're going to make more and more money as your customers help you go out and get other preferred customers. And there's a chart over here. And so it basically goes on volume. If you have over $200 in volume to $500, you're going to be making 10% extra on those preferred customers. And over $2,500 in volume on the customer side of things is extra 25% on those sales. I think it's probably around 35 customers. But remember, you had your preferred customers help you get those. Doesn't matter how you get it, you're going to get this extra bonus for having more preferred customers. So in this case though, if you did look at a 2501, I guess, is a 25% bonus, that would equal $625 a month just on the customer acquisition part of the comp plan. So that's pretty cool. So get that done. But now the second step, and we want to talk about becoming Fast Start Qualified. Now Fast Start Qualified talks about having 1,500 of group qualified volume. So let's just wipe that out and we'll talk about all the intricacies of this. But basically, when you have 3 people, 3 brand partners, because to be qualified you have to have 500 yourself. Now you can either do $500 in sales, or you can buy a success pack, because a success pack equals $500 of QV. Now again, remember, in a success pack, which costs $500, you also get 5 of the Nerium product. Plus you get that beautiful kit that comes with it that gives you all of your marketing materials. Now there's only 2 ways to come in. Basically it's either 99 or the 500. And again, once you do the 500, you're automatically qualified as a brand partner. And now that also automatically qualifies you to be part of what's called the promoters pool. Now you want to be in that, and because what that is it's 2% of the total company volume goes into the promoters pool, and that's to help anybody, or to pay anybody who continually brings in new people. And how you get paid in the promoters pool is, again, you get 2 points when you sponsor somebody or with a success pack, or if you bring in a new preferred customer, you get 1 point. Those points all go into a pool with all the other people that are participating and qualifying, and then it gets divided up and get paid out. That's something that gets paid out weekly. So that's just for getting to the $500 level in the first 30 days. Okay, so that's the first thing, is to get Fast Start qualified. All right, now the next thing you want to do, help other people become Fast Start qualified, and you're looking for 1,500. So how many people would you have to do that with? 3. And let me tell you, the key number in this plan is 3 legs. So what you want to do is do that as fast as possible. Get your 3 people within the 30 days. That sets you up as a senior brand partner. And I want you to look at that as the basic unit for this plan. And basically what that also does is get you double points in the promoters pool if you do that in 30 days. Now instead, when you bring in someone with a pack, you're going to get 4 points. When you bring in a preferred customer, you're going to get 2 points, and that's for life. So that's a very important thing to do, and you're also now a senior brand partner. I have a triangle around that because that, like I said, is the basic unit. Everything about the plan is about bringing someone in and helping them become a senior brand partner. All right, so now we've basically gone through steps 1 and 2. Pretty simple. You can see the extra bonuses that you're going to get. So now let's move on to step number 3, and that says help your personally sponsored brand partners to Fast Start qualify in their first 30 days. So for you, that would be a 60-day time period. Well, what would happen here? What we're looking for then is a total of 4,500 GPV for you to get to this next step within 60 days. All right, so you can see in the orange there, that's the next level, the next set. You want to get all of those people inside the promoters pool, and you also want to qualify. As you do this, when you help those 3 people do that, you're now going to be qualified in that 60-day period in order to get the iPad, and will also be promoted to a director level. And we'll talk about the levels in just a minute and what that means. So now you've now gone to the next step. You've got yourself an iPod. You're promoted to director. But there's something I want to show you here. And what's really important to look at in this, in terms of what the drawing is, and in reality the actuality is simpler. Because remember, what it said in there is that to be at this level, you only need 4,500 GQV. But if you look at the chart there, there's more than that. There's actually 6,000 represented there. You have to count everybody up, the 3 that's there, the 9 that's at the bottom, you multiply that out, and that's 6,000. So in other words, you don't even have to have it look exactly like this. It's less people than this to actually qualify for those levels. And another thing that's going to come up later is they don't have to all be in the legs just exactly the way they're set up. The main thing is, as long as you're bringing in the right number of people. Now, what does it take at 500 in order to get 4,500? 9 people. And frankly, they don't have to be set up 3 and 6 like that. They could also, or 3 and 9. You could bring in all 9 yourself. If you brought in all 9 yourself, you'd go to the director level, you'd be qualified for an iPad. And it's important that you realize that, because even though we're saying you need to get those 3, you want to go out and recruit more people than that. The more people you recruit, the better it's going to be for you, because there's another bonus that's in here where you make a 10% match on everybody that you recruit. So if somebody's out there and they're making $2,000 a month, 10% of that, you'll make $200. Somebody's making $5,000, you'll make $500. And somebody's making whatever they're making, okay? You guys can figure out your 10% real fast. So you want to be out there bringing in a lot of people, but what I want you to get, it doesn't have to look like this for you to get your iPad. Excuse me, it could be that you recruit 5 people, and each of those recruit, 1 or 2 or whatever down below. As soon as you get 9, you've got $4,500 in volume. Boom, you qualified in that 60-day period, and you've got yourself an iPad. All right, hope I made that clear. So now is what you understand also about why you want to recruit a lot of people, is because there's also a bonus connected with each pack that that people buy. You remember, they're buying products so that we can play bonuses on that. And at the director level, there's a $100 bonus. But again, it doesn't matter what level you're at, because no matter what level this is, there's $150 that's totally paid out. And depending on what level you're at, you'll take that share of the 150. The rest of it will go upline or downline, however you want to look at things, to the people who deserve that for the level that they're at in the business. But right now, at the director level, if you continue to sponsor people, you may have started off with 50, moved to 75, now you're at 100, and as you continue to grow your business, it'll go to 150, 125, 135, and 150. And that's all available for you, just like it's available for anyone else. So keep recruiting. Okay, so we've covered the first 3 steps, and we're almost on our way to finishing off getting that Lexus. And this next part is really exciting, because when you look at it, it looks like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do that? But I don't want you to get hung up in structure. So let's just take a look at the next step. You can see, obviously, Lexus step number 4 is to get $12,500 in GPV. That's what's up there, right there. So what is $12,500 in GQV? Well, it represents not what it looks like in this chart. If I took the chart, we've got 3, then we've got 9, then we've got 27. That's 39 people times 500 is 19,500. You don't need that many. You only need 25, all right, in order to get qualified for that Lexus. So the great part is that you don't have to have this look exactly like that. What you want to do is you can have them all in different legs that have different volumes. Let's suppose it looks like this. You've got your 3 legs going, but in one leg you've got $7,500 worth of volume, another one you've got 25, another one you've got 25. That would qualify you. Then first of all, you'd be up to the next level, senior director, so you'd be making more on every single pack that happened. You'd also qualify for a Lexus, and you'd met the qualifications. But let me show you what's really terrific about this. Remember, I was telling you that you need to continue to sponsor. So what I did there is we've made all of the personally sponsored people orange so that we can make this clear. Now, I didn't use all of them, but let's suppose, like I said, you'd gone out and you'd recruited 9 people. Well, your front line, other than the first 3 that you have, or whatever you're going to use for the first 3, it could be any one of them, you can place the other ones down in the group to help them get the Lexus. What you can do is reward leaders. When you bring someone in, they go into a 60-day holding tank. You work with them. They're personally sponsored. You help them build volume. And it could be, you have one leg 1,500, one 1,000, one 500, one 2,000, whatever it is. And that's still within, it's within the 60-day period from the time they start. At the 60-day time period, you can decide to start placing them. So look at the graph again up in the top. All those orange people were you personally sponsored. In the first leg there, you dropped one of those people in below the second person down on the left-hand side of the first leg there. And now that volume rolls up to both of those people to help them get towards their 12,500 so they can get a Lexus. Or you could move some of your people anywhere you want to. Folks, this is team building. And what you want to do is encourage everyone, again, to sponsor as many people as they can, help as many people as they can, but at the right time, use those people to put them in the organization to help them get that Lexus. And this whole thing that I keep talking about with the Lexus is geared to driving the business. And if everybody is driving towards a Lexus, you can't imagine how much volume we're going to be able to generate for years to come, because we're just getting started with this thing. So that's why I find this so exciting, so many benefits to it in terms of team building. What I want to say is that there's more to the plan. And if you look at this, if you're brand new, this is very confusing. But I'm saying, don't worry about it. If you go for the Lexus, all the rest of it will happen. Now, then there are also other bonuses, and also there are other marketing pools. But that's not the purpose of this right now. I want to concentrate on the Lexus. If we all concentrate on getting what we got to do, that first 30, 60, 90 days, all the rest will happen. I tell you, let's stay right here, teach people what I just talked to you about on this particular part of the plan. Everything else will flow.